Before the existence of humanity, the universe stood as a grand masterpiece, still in progress. The heavens stretched out like a vast, boundless canvas, painted with stars that shimmered in the darkness. The earth was vibrant and full of life, waiting for the fulfillment of its purpose. The oceans roared with anticipation, the mountains stood tall in silent expectation, and the wind whispered secrets of a plan yet to unfold. Every element of creation had found its place, yet something essential was missing, a final touch to complete the Creator's grand design. In the quiet of this cosmic moment, a divine conversation broke the silence. "Let us make man in our image," came the words, echoing through the heavens. These simple yet profound words carried a sense of purpose that would forever alter the course of creation. Humanity was about to be formed, setting the stage for a story unlike any other. The meaning of being made in God's image. To understand the significance of being made in God's image, we first need to explore why God used the plural form us in Genesis 1 verse 26. Some may interpret this as God speaking to angels, but that is not the case. In Christian theology, God is understood as a Trinity: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. This belief is rooted in the shared divine nature of the three persons of the Trinity, who are co-eternal and consubstantial, meaning they are of the same essence. The plural us in Genesis 1 verse 26 reflects the collaborative unity of the Trinity in the act of creation. The Father, who spoke light into existence, declared, "Let us make man in our image, in our likeness," Genesis 1 verse 26. The Son, who is described in John 1 verse 1 as the Word through whom all things were created, looked upon the Father's plan with approval. The Holy Spirit, who hovered over the waters in Genesis 1 verse 2, played a crucial role in infusing life into the creation. Together, the Trinity embarked on the creation of humanity, working in perfect harmony. The Father envisioned the grand design, the Son spoke life into being, and the Holy Spirit infused creation with breath and spirit. Humanity, the crown of creation. From the dust of the earth, God formed the first human, Adam, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, making him a living being. Genesis 2 verse 7. This act of breathing life into Adam highlights the unique nature of humanity, distinct from all other creatures. The Bible tells us that humans were created in the image and likeness of God. Genesis 1 verses 26 to 27 states, "Then God said, 'Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground.' So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them." In these verses, God not only creates humans, but also entrusts them with the responsibility of caring for his creation. This stewardship is a central part of what it means to be made in God's image. We are called to be caretakers of the earth, ruling over its creatures not with domination, but with love and responsibility. The creation of humanity as male and female emphasizes the fundamental equality between men and women. Both sexes bear the image of God equally, even though the Bible acknowledges differences in their roles. This equality in dignity and worth is essential, even as men are given covenant headship in the family and church. This arrangement does not imply that women are inferior in any way. What sets humans apart? What makes humans distinct from other creatures is our unique ability to form deep, meaningful relationships and our capacity to worship God. While animals operate largely on instinct and survival, humans possess self-awareness and spirituality. We are capable of building relationships based on love, trust, and shared experiences, not merely on survival or reproduction. Moreover, humans have the capacity to worship and seek a relationship with the Creator. We can contemplate our existence, recognize a higher power, and engage in worship. This spiritual awareness sets us apart from animals, which operate within their natural instincts without seeking a higher purpose. Sharing in God's attributes. Being made in God's image also involves sharing in His divine attributes. We are endowed with rationality, morality, creativity, and the ability to form relationships. These qualities allow us to engage with the world in a way that mirrors God's own engagement with His creation. For example, Genesis 1 verse 31 tells us that after God created everything, He saw that it was very good. Humanity, however, is invited to participate in a deeper goodness, virtue. Unlike a tree, which functions solely within its design, humans have free will. This freedom allows us to make moral choices and reflect God's nature through our actions. Deuteronomy 30 verse 19 highlights the importance of this freedom. This day I call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live. Our freedom to choose reflects God's moral nature and gives us the opportunity to align our lives with His will. The Apostle Paul emphasizes the fruits of the Spirit in Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. When we exhibit these qualities, we are reflecting God's character and participating in His divine nature. Rationality and creativity. Humans are also blessed with the ability to think, reason, and create. This intellectual and creative capacity mirrors God's creative power. Exodus 35 verses 31 to 32 describes how God filled Bezalel with the Spirit of God, giving him wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and skill to make artistic designs. Our ability to create art, music, literature, and even scientific innovations reflects God's wisdom and creativity. Creativity is not limited to producing things. It involves bringing order, beauty, and purpose to our surroundings. Just as God brought order out of chaos during the creation of the world, we too have the power to bring order to our lives and the world around us through our creative efforts. Experiencing beauty. Our ability to experience and appreciate beauty also connects us to the divine. Psalm 27 verse 4 expresses this beautifully. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek Him in His temple. Our ability to perceive beauty, whether in nature, art, or music, draws us closer to the Creator, who is the source of all beauty. The appreciation of beauty is not just a superficial pleasure. It is a profound connection to God's artistry in creation. When we encounter beauty, our souls are stirred, and we are reminded of God's presence in the world. Relationships, reflecting God's relational nature. Humans are relational beings, just as God exists in a relationship within the Trinity. Jesus' prayer in John 17 verse 21 captures this, that all of them may be one, Father, just as you are in me and I am in you. May they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. Our capacity for love, empathy, and community reflects the relational nature of God. In 1 John 4 verses 7 to 8, we read, Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Our ability to love and be loved is a direct reflection of God's character, and it is through these relationships that we can experience and share His love. Honoring God in our lives. As beings created in God's image, we are called to honor Him in everything we do. This begins with recognizing the profound significance of our creation and cultivating a personal relationship with Him through prayer and study of the Scriptures. By drawing closer to God, we become more attuned to His will and better able to reflect His love to those around us. Living a life of integrity and righteousness is another way to honor God. This means making choices that align with His commandments and moral values. even when it is difficult. Our actions should reflect the moral standards God has set for us, demonstrating our commitment to living as His image bearers. Serving others is a powerful way to honor God. Jesus taught us to love our neighbors as ourselves, Matthew 22, verse 39. Acts of kindness and service reflect God's love and mercy in our lives. Stewardship of the earth is also essential. As caretakers of God's creation, we are called to preserve and protect the environment, Genesis 1, verse 28. Finally, we honor God through worship, not just in religious services but in our daily lives. Our actions, thoughts, and words should be offerings to God, reflecting our gratitude and reverence for Him. In conclusion, being made in God's image is a profound privilege and responsibility. It calls us to live in a way that reflects His character, showing love, creativity, integrity, and stewardship in all aspects of our lives. As we embrace our role as His image bearers, we bring glory to the Creator and fulfill the purpose for which we were made.
If you found this video enjoyable, please consider liking and sharing it. Additionally, subscribing to this channel will ensure that you receive more updates in the future. Thank you.